Look at the electricity coming out of a standard wall outlet. It doesn't flow in a smooth, straight line. Instead, it pulses back and forth in a rapid, chaotic oscillation. Now, think about the microprocessor inside your phone or laptop. Those tiny, delicate circuits require a perfectly flat, one-way stream of electricity to function. If you tried to force that wild alternating current directly into your sensitive electronics, the violent back-and-forth swing of energy would instantly destroy them. For a long time, taming massive voltage swings required massive machinery. Heavy iron coils, ceramic insulators, and bulky transformers taking up huge amounts of space. Today, we solve that mismatch with a tiny semiconductor called a diode. At its most basic, it acts as a simple one-way valve for electricity. By arranging these tiny silicon chips in clever patterns, engineers turn them into highly precise wave sculpting tools. This process allows us to take chaotic raw energy and mold it into exact, usable shapes, bypassing the need for the massive industrial-scale hardware of the past. We start shaping the energy with a half-wave rectifier. This diagram shows a single diode placed in the path of an incoming alternating wave. Because that diode only lets current flow in one direction, it chops off the entire bottom half of the wave. Throwing away half our power isn't very efficient. By arranging 4 diodes into a diamond shape, we create a full-wave rectifier. This schematic shows how the setup rescues that lost energy, flipping the negative troughs upward to create a continuous series of positive peaks. We've successfully forced the electricity to flow in a single direction. However, this pulsing, bumpy signal is still far too erratic for a sensitive computer chip to run on. Sometimes the issue isn't the direction of the flow, but the height of the wave. A sudden voltage spike can easily overwhelm and fry a delicate circuit. Engineers build a clipper circuit to prevent this. This schematic shows a diode and resistor acting as a safety limiter. On the oscilloscope, you see how the clipper physically slices the tops off the waveform, ensuring the voltage never climbs past a specific maximum limit. But what if you have a perfectly shaped wave, and it's simply sitting at the wrong baseline voltage? This animation illustrates a clamper circuit. By swapping out the resistor for a capacitor, the diode grabs the entire wave and physically shifts it up or down to a new reference line, leaving its shape completely intact. We can clip away dangerous spikes and perfectly align our signals on a graph. Yet we still face a major hurdle when our electronics demand more raw voltage than the wall outlet provides. Some components, like camera flashes or certain display screens, require a massive surge of voltage. You simply cannot squeeze a bulky step-up transformer into a slim device. The solution is a voltage doubler. This ladder of 2 diodes and 2 capacitors manipulates the wave over time. First, the positive wave charges the first capacitor. Then, the negative wave opens the second diode, stacking source voltage onto stored energy, effectively doubling the output. This alternating pattern isn't limited to just a factor of 2. By chaining these components together, you create triplers and quadruplers, stacking the voltage higher and higher. By swapping out heavy iron transformers for a geometric arrangement of tiny diodes, engineers unlocked the ability to generate massive voltages inside incredibly tight spaces. Despite all this clipping, shifting, and multiplying, our signal still carries micro-fluctuations. Those tiny ripples are enough to crash a modern processor. To fix this, we use a specialized variant known as a Zener diode. Unlike a standard diode, the Zener is designed to intentionally conduct electricity backward, but only when the voltage hits one highly specific threshold. This animation shows the Zener diode acting as a precise pressure valve at the end of a power circuit. It shaves off every remaining ripple, smoothing the signal out into a perfectly flat, regulated line. The wild, chaotic alternating current from the wall has finally been sculpted into the pure, steady, direct current required for modern computing. This sequence of chopping, shifting, multiplying, and flattening is happening millions of times a second inside the power supply of the device you are looking at right now. Early electronics had to perform these exact same signal manipulations using fragile vacuum tubes that generated massive amounts of heat and consumed significant power. Moving to solid-state diodes allowed us to shrink this wave sculpting power down to the microscopic level. Without that size reduction, portable computers and smartphones would be physically impossible. The diode is an active shaping tool. By mastering its geometry, we've built a world where massive power can be tamed and miniaturized into almost any form.